students. So today we'll start with the next part of our chapter 10, which is microbes as biocontrol agents. So when we say biocontrol agents, what do we mean? Bio means we know it is something which is living. Control means to regulate. So biocontrol agents will be the use of living organisms to regulate or control the growth of pest. The growth of pest in plants. Okay. So the definition will be use of biological methods to control plant disease and pest. Okay, the use of any biological method. By biological method we mean living organisms. So the use of living organisms to control plant disease and pest. So now plant disease and pest means we mean farming. So farming is again of two types. One is the conventional method of farming and second is organic farming. So in conventional method of farming, we all know chemicals are used. Okay, so different types of chemicals are used. Chemicals means insecticides and pesticides in order to kill the pest in crops. Okay. In organic farming, which is a new form of farming, here no chemicals are used. Okay, here no chemicals are used. So which is better, conventional or organic farming? Organic farming is better because these chemicals will ultimately go to the crops and the crops will be eaten by humans, animals. So it will adversely affect us. So the organic farming is said or is known to be better than conventional farming. So next is we have to see examples where of living organisms in organic farming. Now we know dragonflies are harmful. These are harmful for the crops. Then again there are mosquitoes and aphids which they surround the crops or they kind of affect the crops. So now our motto is to send away these mosquitoes and aphids. So what will we do? We will use living organisms. We won't use any chemical or pesticide. So these dragonflies will help this to put away or to send away these mosquitoes and aphids. Means in organic farming or in these dragonflies are biocontrol agents. Why? Because they are used to eat up the mosquitoes and aphids. So here no chemicals are used, living organisms are used, and this also doesn't affect the food chain. Okay. Doesn't affect the food chain means the living organisms are introduced according to the food chain. Okay. So this we have to keep in mind. So here dragonflies and ladybird also. Ladybird, these are biocontrol agents. Okay. Next example is very important. These examples you can note down. So next example is a bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay. So an example is Bacillus thuringiensis. This is a bacteria and it is also known as Bt. Okay, this is a very common example of a biocontrol agent. Now what is its Why is it so famous? Because these Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, they have certain genes. They have certain genes that produce certain enzymes which will help to kill the pest, okay, which come to eat the crops. Now these genes, they release certain or they produce certain enzymes. These enzymes are inactive toxins. These are inactive. Okay, so this will be released and will kill pest. How? Now, you might say that they release certain toxins which are given to the plant. So ultimately, this is a chemical. No. What? The difference between conventional method and this is that these toxins are target specific. Now, what do we mean by target specific? This will affect only the desired target or kill only the desired target. The crops will not be affected. So these toxins are found in certain sachets, like those little shampoo packets. These are found in sachets. Okay, these are the toxins. These are sprayed on the crops which protect the crops. How? This Bacillus thuringiensis target is the caterpillar. Okay, so what will it do? Target is caterpillar. Now this caterpillar, when it will fall on the leaf of the crop. Okay, so here this toxin is sprayed. So as soon as the caterpillar eats up the toxin, it will go to its gut. As soon as the toxin reaches the gut, it will cause lysis of cells in the gut of the caterpillar, and ultimately it causes death of the caterpillar. Okay, so this Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, they carry certain genes which produce inactive toxins or enzymes which kill pests. How? Because these are target specific. This bacillus is used against caterpillar. So this caterpillar will eat the toxin which is sprayed on the leaves. It will go to the gut, cause lysis of cells in the gut, and ultimately death of the caterpillar. Now you have to know this is very important. Next example is one more thing. The plants which are the crops where this bacillus is sprayed, or the plants grown with the help of this Bacillus thuringiensis, they have a prefix in their name which is Bt. Okay, so suppose if the cotton crop is grown, then Bt cotton, Bt brinjal, these are named so. Just remember this. Next example of a biocontrol agent. So here Bt is a biocontrol agent. Next example is Trichoderma. This is a fungus. Just remember the names. Trichoderma. Another example is Nucleopolyhedra virus. Okay. So this the genus of this virus is baculovirus. So Nucleopolyhedra virus. These two are examples. These are used. These are examples, and these are used in integrated pest management. You can also see in your NCERT book. These are used in integrated pest management. Means due to large population, greater number of crops are required. So for a large number of production, the biocontrol agents have to be used in large amount. So that is integrated pest management, means in large number. Okay, so this part is over. Microbes as biocontrol agents. You have to just remember the examples of biocontrol agent and the definition. Okay, In the next class, we'll start with the last part of this chapter, which is microbes as biofertilizers. Thank you.